Praying, being part of nature, meditating, or practicing yoga. Practitioners say they all have a common element, a strong part of a person's spiritual life and potentially a great importance in health and well-being. Dr. Christina Puchalski has been studying the subject for more than 20 years.
Would you say that your spirituality is important to you in the way you think about your health?
Very important, because if I find that it's like a bad feeling, if you get up in the morning with gloom and doom on your mind, you're bound to have gloom and doom all day.
For 2 decades, 82-year-old Vera Thompson has been a Buddhist with strong spiritual practices. Her case, as with many other patients, has provided Dr. Puchalski with great insight about the healing power of spirituality. Dr. Puchalski says regardless of religion, faith, or practice, the positive effects of spirituality are now being proven in medical studies.
People who have a spiritual practice tend to recover from depression a little sooner than those that do not. There are studies that look at blood pressure, incredible studies looking at meditation actually, and how that affects blood pressure and resiliency against stress.
Dr. Puchalski is the founder and director of the George Washington Institute for Spirituality and Health. She also teaches spirituality and health at the George Washington University Medical School. She says the most significant role of spirituality in health includes the ability to cope with serious illness, with suffering and stress. 2 weeks ago, her patient, Gwenda Martin, had a total mastectomy to treat breast cancer. Gwenda attributes her quick recovery to the power of positive thinking and the attention of her church community.
I think it had a lot to do with it because when I went into surgery, I knew I was going to be fine.
When meeting her patients, Dr. Puchalski asks them many non-conventional questions involving their physical, emotional, social, and spiritual life. In many ways, she says, she is talking about the power of the mind.
So if someone says spirituality is like placebo, I actually think that may be true, because what we're doing is we're engaging the power of our minds.
Many years ago, Robert Balcom had clinical depression when he visited Dr. Puchalski for the first time. Now at 87, he said he is feeling better than ever.
You knew that faith meant enough to me, that you knew that that was important in my recovery as my eating.
Dr. Christina Puchalski says she tries to keep the alliance between mind, body, and spirit. She says studies done on Tibetan monks and brain imaging while meditating have established the positive effects of spirituality. However, she recognizes that Western society is dominated by technology and scientific methods that make well-being very hard to measure. For producer Zulima Palacio, I'm Carol Pearson, VOA News.